Cagney.
Hi, Mom.
I've been waiting for you. How are you? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Oh, Sonny called and said that you'd be released.
Sonny was terrific. She really went out of her way for me.
Oh, I thanked her from the bottom of my heart.
Look, I'm sorry I didn't call you myself. I spent my last dime on calling Susie.
Well, she must be as relieved as I am.
Susie? No, Susie really couldn't care less. Susie was out on a date.
That was a lovely dinner. Thank you.
Well, I hope we can do it again sometime.
Oh, well, Jonah keeps me very busy.
Next time we'll take him with us.
Oh, I don't think so. Good night, Brad.
Allow me. If Mrs. Wyatt gives me the job, I'll need to learn a lot about Henderson.
Oh, well, Stephanie can show you so much more than I can. I really have to say good night, Brad.
It was such a lovely evening. I hate to spoil it. But could I ask one favor? Coffee. All that wine went to my head, and I'd feel a lot safer on my ride home if I could have one cup.
Now what? Oh, isn't that just wonderful? What is the matter with you, animal? Get down off of there. Oh, look at this mess. Why don't you stay out in the stable where you belong? There's a million... Get out of here now. There's a million mice out there you're supposed to be chasing. Go ahead, get out of here. Hurry up.
Say something, Martin?
No, but I was thinking a great deal.
What happened to the blue vase?
Oh, don't tell me the words out already.
Jimmy told me that Kate put my ring in it. Oh, this is great, Martin. Now it's in 100 pieces.
Oh, we'll have Jimmy come in and clean it up.
No.
I had no idea you were so attached to the object.
Well, I gotta find the ring before you can come and vacuum.
Well, it'll turn up somewhere.
Everyone keeps saying that. Ow!
Now what'd you do, cut yourself? Let me see. Well, go in there and wash it off. I'll get a Band-Aid.
It's all right.
Now, look, we're going to have enough trouble explaining to Liza about the vase. Let's not complicate matters with blood all over the carpet. You know what's so important about a little ring anyway?
How about my whole life?
There'll be a time again when I know it deep inside. Across the great plains they'll ride on rhinestone horses, chase away the night and leave us innocent again. Unashamed to see the lights, I say, darling.
How long have you been listening to that?
Not long enough.
It's beautiful.
Better than that. Here, listen to the lyrics.
No, I don't think I'd rather not.
He's got a real talent, Dad.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
It helps me. Why don't you listen to it? It might help you deal
How
with some
are
of the...
things going at rehearsal?
They're not.
I imagine it can't be easy.
It can't be, period. I left rehearsal at noon.
You're gonna have a lot of catching up to do tomorrow.
No, we're right up to schedule. In fact, we're ahead of ourselves.
Well, that's good management. Congratulations.
Congratulations are the last thing that I need right now. Besides, don't worry about it. Do you think the leaves are turning up at the lodge yet?
Well, I haven't been up there for a while, but this time of year, I imagine, yes.
I was thinking of going up for a few days if you wouldn't mind.
Certainly.
Great. I'll throw some things in the bag.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
What about the show?
The show is canceled.
You're not serious.
The show is over. Fini.
Just like that?
I explained it to Stephanie. She understood.
Well, I don't.
Dad, I've made my decision. I really don't want to go into it right now.
Chase, if I may, I would like an explanation.
In one easy sentence, I can't fill Alec's shoes, and there's no point in trying.
Well, of course you can't. You're going to have to make the show your own.
No, I don't buy that. I don't want to do it.
We all have to do things we do not prefer doing.
It's not a question of preference, Dad. I can't do it.
You've already done it once.
The decision
you did it very well.
is made. I'm not going to do it.
Well, what about the people who've been counting on you? Liza, Stephanie, they've invested money in you.
Things don't always turn out the way people planned.
Well, that's your answer.
What else can I say?
Well, I can think of a couple of things myself. I mean, these are people who believed in you, people who stood by you. They deserve extra special effort on your part.
I don't have it to give.
It's typical.
What?
Well, it's the same old pattern, isn't it? Too much responsibility and you turn tail. Now you're using your brother Alec as an excuse.
That is not fair.
To walk away from people who are depending on you, that is not fair
Knights
either.
of the Turntable is Alec's show.
You've made it yours. You were the one that took charge.
I won't do it again. The show is over until Alec comes back.
Let it go, Chase.
Why should I?
Because Alec is gone.
No.
Yes. Your brother is dead. We're going to have a memorial service for him next week.
No way.
Chase.
You do whatever you have to do. But you leave me out of it.
I'm gonna call it a night. I'm going to bed.
Cagney,
Yeah?
you want to talk about it? Susie?
What's to say, Mom? I call her up. Stephanie says she's out at Ernesto, so I go bopping over there to see her, and she's having a great old time with Brett Hamilton III.
Brett Hamilton?
Some photographer.
Well, there must be some explanation. What did Susie say?
I didn't talk to her. I left.
Oh, Cagney. Well, there could have been any one of a number of reasons that she was there. Previous engagement, business.
Mom, they were toasting, laughing, looking in each other's eyes. What was I supposed to do? Go walking over to the table and say, "Excuse me, Susie. I thought you might be interested in the fact that I just got out of jail, although it looks like you're not too concerned about it at the moment."
She didn't see you?
Not with egg on my face. No way.
Well, this doesn't sound like Susie. She was so concerned.
She wasn't losing any sleep over my being in jail. Susie just doesn't care.
You don't believe that.
Mom, what am I supposed to do? Lie to myself when I see her with another man?
Well, you made some rather hasty assumptions.
Mom, there was no room for any other kind of interpretation. I saw what I saw. I'm going to bed. Good night.
You and Susie are very much alike. You both jumped to conclusions. She did with you and Justine.
That was different.
Was it?
I know what you want. You're telling me that Susie and I should talk and I should listen to her
No,
explanation.
I'm not telling you anything.
Mom, I don't think Susie and I know how to talk to each other anymore.
You been to the Cultural Center?
Not yet, but I have tickets for the repertory company next weekend.
Oh, well, if you like theater, the university players do some wonderful productions. How about a cookie?
No, thank you.
A little more coffee?
Okay, half a cup would be nice. Is there anything about this town that isn't good?
Well, probably, but we don't talk about that.
Well, I know I'm going to enjoy it here. I feel at home already.
Good. Where is home?
I grew up in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. But back to your town, it's quite special.
Thank you. Where are you staying?
Well, I was thinking about buying one of the new condominiums in the renovated historic district.
Well, I had a little something to do with those renovations.
But I grew up in a large house. So when the real estate broker showed me this huge Victorian on Lamont Street, I couldn't pass it up.
The Lamont Street, the street house with the green shutters?
Right. Do you know it?
Oh, sure. Dr. Lamont built that for his family. They used to give great parties.
Well, it looks like a great place for a party.
But it's enormous, isn't it? Kind of isolated. The town grew in the opposite direction.
Well, it's very peaceful. I like my privacy.
Well, you're sure going to have plenty of it there. Dr. Lamont had 7 children. You'll rattle around in peace and quiet.
Oh, not at all. My father has a theory that a single person needs more space than a family.
Your father lost me.
Well, his theory is that a single person should take on big projects, conquer a wilderness, fill space with achievement.
Well, you'll have lots of space to fill in that house.
Well, I have plans for the house. First, I'll put in a studio. Yes, there is a lot of work that needs to be done. It'll take time, of course, but I'll enjoy renovating it. Old houses have so much character.
Oh, couldn't agree more.
Do you like old houses?
Suze?
What? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh, that's all right. I wasn't really saying much.
I'm afraid I'm a little tired.
Well, I should have gone after the first cup of coffee. But it's so pleasant sitting here and learning about this place I'm going to call home.
Oh, no, really, I'm glad that you had a chance to visit with Aunt Jo. I've had a long day, and well, I'm afraid if I don't get to bed soon, I won't be pleased at all when Jonah calls me in the morning.
Sure, I'm pretty tired myself. Thank you, Mrs. Turner, for sharing your memories.
I enjoyed hearing about your plans.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Susie.
Good night.
Well, he's a pleasant young man. Calling the police station?
Yes. I've been worried all night about Cagney. Yes, may I speak with Lieutenant Bowman, please? Oh, well, you see, I'm a very close friend of Cagney McCleary's. Could you... He has. Thank you very much.
What?
Yes. They released him.
Oh, honey, know you're relieved.
Oh, he called, didn't he?
No, at least Stephanie didn't say anything.
Oh, well, he must have gone home. Oh, Aunt Jo.
Go on over there. I'll stay with Jonah.
Okay, all right.
Hurry up.
I'll check on Jonah and I'll get my coat.
Yes.
The McClearys must be having a celebration.
Well, don't miss it. Go on.
But you hold still?
Where could it have gone?
I swear Turner can sit still longer than you can.
It couldn't have just disappeared.
There. Now you're going to cut yourself again.
I'll kill myself if I don't find it.
Now that's a bit overdramatic, isn't it?
Why did this have to happen?
Cause and effect. A, Kate put your ring in the vase. B, Mama knocked the vase over and broke it. C, your
Martin,
ring...
you have to help me.
I'd just soon not crawl around on the floor if you don't
Please,
mind.
you have to talk to Liza.
Now, look, I'm sure as soon as you explain to Liza about the ring,
You have to
she'll...
convince her to adopt me.
I thought we were talking about a ring here.
She'll listen to you, Martin. Please, just tell her she has to adopt me. If you explain it to her, she'll pay attention.
I assume you've discussed this with Liza.
She keeps making these excuses.
Have you looked under the desk?
Please, Martin, don't change the subject. I need your help. What if something happened?
What?
Anything. Things change, people get hurt, or they die, or we just lose them.
Oh, now it seems to me all you lost is a ring.
I could lose everyone.
Oh, TR, you're just upset.
You don't understand me. Just forget it.
Well, I won't argue that point. For a young lady, you've been dealt a very poor hand, but you played your cards very well. What I'm trying to say to you is, I know things have been bad for you. I mean, everybody needs parents. You lost one father and then Travis, but now you...
I only want to be with Liza. I don't need a father. I don't want one. I want to be with Liza and Turner. He's my brother. My only brother.
Hi.
Hi.
Come on in.
Sorry it's so late, but Justine just told me that you...
What's up with Cagney?
Well, they released him.
Oh, got tired of playing cops and robbers.
Sonny found a witness.
Girl reported to the rescue.
You sound angry.
Oh, I don't know why I should be. I'm happy. I'm glad for Cagney, but you're right. I am angry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't take it out on you.
Justine told me that you canceled the show.
Good news travels fast.
Why are you doing it?
My horoscope says that I need a vacation.
You going away?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Running?
Don't lecture me. You'll never match the one my father just gave me.
Well, I know how much the show means to you.
Past tense.
It doesn't have to be. You're still here.
I don't count.
You do. It's your show, too. Look at what you did. Look at the way those kids reacted.
You two make quite a pair, you know that?
Your dad and I?
What'd you do, work out a routine and now you're taking turns coming in here and trying it out on me?
If two people say the same thing, maybe you should listen.
To what I know and what I feel.
That Alec's coming back.
You got it.
Well, if you're so sure, why would you dump the show? I mean, if you really believe that Alec's gonna come back, why don't you keep it going for him?
For someone who's been cutting so many classes, you sure can prove a point.
I'm not trying to score any points. I mean what I say. You should keep doing the show.
You want to hear me argue my case?
I don't want to argue. I just don't want you to do anything stupid.
Well, follow your own advice, girl. You tell me to stick to my guns. What about you? How many classes have you cut?
Well, I've had trouble concentrating since...
And how is Alec going to feel when he gets back and you show him a row of Fs?
He's not coming back. I wish I could believe that, but I can't make myself.
I know. I'm sorry. But you don't want me to give up the show. I don't want you to give up school either.
Then I'll make a deal with you. You do the show, and I won't cut classes.
Drive a hard bargain.
What do you say?
Would you be willing to do the show with me?
Well, will you help me? It's a deal.
Deal. I better call Stephanie and tell her not to strike the set. You're really something else, you know that?
I am. Even if I say so myself.
Oh, Cagney.
Hey.
I thought you were going to bed.
Yeah. You look pretty tired yourself.
Is there anything I can do for you before I go up?
No, thanks.
Do you want to watch the news?
Not unless you do.
No, I don't think so. Not tonight. I hope you know how glad I am that you're here.
Me too.
Leave a light on for Adair.
I will.
Cagney, you said that you thought you and Susie couldn't talk anymore. Can it be that you've forgotten how to listen? Listen to your heart, and you give her the same chance.
All the time I thought there's only me, crazy in a way that no one else
No. Don't want to wake Jonah up. I'll call first thing in the morning.
I changed Jonah, and he went right back to sleep. He probably won't even want his 12 o'clock bottle.
Well, if he is, I'll probably still be up. Got some notes to go over for school.
I hope it's not too late to go to the McClearys.
Of course it isn't. You said yourself they'll be having a big celebration. You know it wouldn't be a party to Cagney unless you were there.
Infirmary spread throughout Millbrook State Prison earlier this evening. A prison spokesman reported 5 fatalities, scores more injured during the confusion, and several inmates have escaped. State police have set up roadblocks and urge all residents in the Millbrook area to take